stop in for a second and just say hey to everybody. There's been so much stuff that's happened in the most recent past that it just gives you pause. It has literally made me just stop and look and listen because, to be honest with you, the stuff that's going on right now, I'm in awe, just utter shock. Um, so I just think that I mean, we got the whole situation going on in Palestine. Then you heard on the other channel today where I put up the video about what's going on in Israel, what's happening with the UN coming in and saying what they've said. So before I turned in tonight, I just wanted to stop in and ask you guys, how are you feeling? Just to check your temperature right quick to see exactly, what was going on with you. How are you faring through all of this? It makes you want to just stay silent, right? Because you're really seeing a lot of different people with personalities and ideas and stuff that you thought you knew. And it's just got me in a place now where I'm just, I was talking to Sandy Aaron and we were going back and forth. And this whole situation that is unfolding now, which is really just exposing so much of who we are as a culture, or really what we've devolved to. You know what I mean? Everything that I'm looking at right now just shows me what we've gone down to. We're all fighting against each other. No one knew this gentleman personally except for those who knew him personally. And I think that we can all agree that somebody passing away is not a good thing. No matter how it happens, or no matter who they were, or what they may or may not have said, it's just not a good thing, either way it goes. So I think right now, everybody being so divided makes you go into your little cubby, and it makes you get really protected because, again, you thought you knew some of the people that you are seeing cut up like this right now. You thought you knew folks. Um, and then you talk to them and you see that they have a totally different um, they have a totally different personality than you thought that you knew. Hey, DC, the purple diva. Smooth Kenny says, indifferent. I have no clue what our shared country values are anymore besides capitalism. I have to agree with you. I mean, listen, and even that is, and even with that, Kenny, some of us who may own small businesses or whatever, where we feel like, um, we got to make money to live or whatnot. That's true. We do have to make money to live. But I think that when you get people involved in having so much money that they have to just continue to, run game on people till they get more money. And then they run game and they get more money. And then they just keep working it out to where now you do get the whole capitalism mindset. It's like what people do for money. You guys remember that song? Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, DC the Purple Diva. Here's a little something, sis. I so appreciate you. Thank you. I do hope that everybody back home is well. I know that you and your son are well. I've seen you guys live, and you guys are doing good. So that's a good thing. But I'm just really concerned about people that we know that we're looking at that's cutting up like this. You know, people that we know that are coming out saying negative things. And then some of us got amnesia. Because, see, I'm of the old school. No, I'm not going to talk ill of the dead no matter what, because that's just my upbringing. That's just my age category. I don't do it. But by the same token, I'm not going to play like I don't remember what somebody did say or didn't say. I'm not going to do that. But I will not talk ill of somebody who's gone. I'm just not going to do that. That's just not me. So, with that in mind, it's just, I'm so glad to know that it is well with your soul. So, but it's just good to know that, there are still some people out there who got some good sense. And to be honest with you, I did not want to have this conversation. I do have a video though, because what I just want to see is what everybody's going to say. I hope you guys go over the headlines with a voice and watch it. I'm not done editing it, but hi. Hi. Jasandra. Hi. But I'm not done editing it, but it sends it's got some good questions to it. It's got some good questions. I just want you guys, if you go over the headlines of The Voice, I'll probably be done. That's really what I was doing before. I just peeped in here to say hey to you guys. But if you go to headlines of The Voice, possibly tomorrow morning or later on tonight, you'll see it. I'm just going to upload the video, and I just want you guys to look at it and tell me what you think. This gentleman who did this heinous thing to this man, who, did what he did in Utah, he looks like a robot. He looks like a robot. I don't know whether they gave him something to calm him down or maybe that's his normal disposition, but the dude looks like a robot. Okay? He really does. He looks like a robot. Hi, Car Edits 97. Hey. I mean, it's just bad. We're all arguing and yelling over a man, and now they're giving him all of this stuff, all of these accolades. We're all public figures, All of us are public figures. Heck, in your neighborhood, you probably a public figure too. I'm just really concerned that we are going in a different direction. So much stuff that we could be focusing on as a country, and we're tearing each other up. Again, I ain't got a dog in the hunt on what that man may or may not have said, but I do remember what he said. Now, I'm not no fool. I'm not going to sit up here and play no games and act like I don't remember, because I watched him from time to time, and I did turn over there and look at it, from time to time. I think my concern right now for those of us who remain here is how much of our tails are we willing to show on either side. I'm not just talking about the people who are rejoicing in his passing, and I'm not talking about the people who are trying to defend him, because the people who are trying to defend him are being pretty mean too. Everybody is being very mean. And not only are they mean, they got to remember that they're going to be here tomorrow, hopefully. Right? They're here now. So we should really be careful of the things that we're saying. But yeah, I don't know what to make of this cat. When I show you this video, it's about maybe 8 minutes long. And he is literally standing there looking just like a robot. He doesn't blink. His eyes nod down and they go over. And what I did is I pulled up Sophia, because he reminds me of Sophia, the lady who, well, not the lady, here we go. The robot who got citizenship under Trump's last administration. They gave Sophia, Hansen's Sophia, the robot, citizenship back in, I think, like maybe 2017, somewhere in there, 18, I guess. And it was in Saudi Arabia that they gave her citizenship. They put their hands on this big globe, and somebody out there might know what the globe is. But how you gonna give citizenship for the world, Craig? For the world? They gave Sophia citizenship for the world out of Saudi Arabia, and now it's sort of unique because they move like humans, except you can tell because there's a slight pause, and she's got that pause. But believe it or not, when you see this video of this guy, you're going to see the same exact pause. You're going to see the same exact pause. I said what I had to say so far. That was not the left. It was the far right. I'm independent. I don't trust either party. And you know what? I'm there. I'm with you. Because I don't like, the whole politicking piece of it all. I'm tired of it. I mean, I was and I still am. I do have commentary that I give, every now and again. And I do it on purpose because I do feel like I have a right to say something. But I don't side with either side. But then again, I'm an equal opportunity comedian. Because if one side do something funny, I'm laughing. I'm laughing and I'm bringing it right here, and I'm going to crack jokes about it because it was funny. Either side. It doesn't matter if it's the right or the left. I give equal rights and equal lefts. Equal rights and equal lefts. I'm going to say something. If it's funny, it's funny. And if it's just like, did you see what they did? I'm going to say that too. So I don't appreciate a lot of the things that are going on right now. I'm like, who is this person? And I'm so glad I didn't vote for any of them. I'm so glad, because can you imagine? I would have been tore up from the floor up if I had voted for any of these people and they cut up like that. I don't care what anyone has to say about me. I can feel like they are, full of cockapoo. It doesn't matter. I will defend their right to say whatever they want. until my dying breath. People do have a right to say whatever they want. My heart breaks for the fact that I will hear people say things and look at them like, you really believe that? Those hurtful things that you're saying, you really believe it? What can you do? Are you sick of it? What can you do? Well, anyway, you guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go ahead and upload this video right now over to Headlines with a Voice so that you guys can watch it. And again, it doesn't have any commentary. There's no commentary to it at all. It is literally the judge talking, and you guys are going to be looking at the cat's face, because what I did is blew it up really nice and well for you guys to see it. I just want you to watch it. I just want you to watch it, and I just want you to see. But you know what? Are you sick of it? I'm gonna say this. You said something smart. You're really good. You said, if you lose your right to speak, I'll lose mine. They're trying to shut up everybody. They're trying to get everybody feared and for fear to say, okay, you cannot make a comment about this person, even though that person made a comment about a group of people, right? And then you lose your job, or somebody, says something, and then you're, getting lambasted in the middle of the grocery store because people are poking at you or whatever. This whole thing is 1984. It feels exactly like that book, 1984. This is exactly what it is. It's like everybody wants to tell. Everybody wants to tell on somebody. Everybody wants to be the person to turn people in. But the problem that I have with this whole scenario is, isn't it ironic that all these people are coming out hating one another over one gentleman? How do any of us, how do I get drug into any of this? You know, are you sick of it? As a good friend, I like him. I love Sandy. I have a lot of people that I love, that I really care about. But at the same time, I just cannot see why everybody is turning against everybody because of him passing on. Don't you think that it's a kumbaya moment? Maybe a time for everybody will say, well, look, I hope his wife is okay. I hope his kids are all right. I hope everybody's okay. But you are afraid to say something about how you felt about him one way or the other, to the point where people are losing their jobs, being threatened online. Child, that's why I've been quiet. That's why I ain't said nothing, not Nathan, because I just sit back and digest. I sit back and I digest, and I'm like, oh, okay, I see you. Oh, that's how you really feel. All right, well, I'm going to love you, but I'm going to love you from over here because I don't know who you are. But anyway, you guys, I love each and every one of y'all. I'm so glad I was able to come in vertical. I think I'm going to do vertical more often. Of course, I won't be in my night clothes and have my hair prepared for bed. I'm about to take off my jewelry or whatever. But what I am going to do is make sure that I put in that video before anything else so you guys can see it. And I just want you to let me know on Headlines with a Voice if you see what I'm talking about. If you see this vacant look in this guy's eyes. I'm not sure if they gave him something, or if he has an illness that makes him look the way that he looks, but this guy is not right. There's something wrong. And he does remind me of a robot. So that's why I kept juxting him to Sophia. Hey, Derek Williams, how you doing? It's exactly what you say. A company has the right to cut you if you talk slick online, but clearly you have a right to your speech. Yeah, you have a right to your speech, but if your right to your speech is attached to your rent or your mortgage or your house note or your car note, or your kids' school tuition, or whatever you've got going on, you don't have that right, because they're definitely working their way to making you shut down by fear. And that's why they're doing this. This is being allowed to happen. And my impression is just like they're allowing it to happen because they know that if they get enough people to get afraid to say anything about stuff, won't nobody say nothing about the next wave that's coming. And the next wave that's coming, I believe, is not going to be one that's going to be easy to sit back and be quiet about. I can never forget that movie. Oh, however, I did forget the name. I think it was like Grayscale or Grace something. And there was like Grace something. I know you remember, Derek. It was the guy had on the flap with the Mason apron on. And the man and his family got totally annihilated. The real cat that made the movie suffered a terrible loss, he and his family. And it was really bad, but it's reminding me of that movie. It's like everybody's headed in that direction. Let me see what you said. Derek says the irony folks got canceled for that poison, and now left leaning folks are feeling it. That's the name of it exactly. Gray State, that's it. Yes, that's the movie. Hi, Thai Church. Hey, hey. Yeah, that's the movie. And that's what this whole thing reminds me of. It's like everybody is so busy wanting to hate each other that we don't see that we down here when you compare it to the grand scheme of things of who's running stuff. And everybody gonna tear each other up so they don't have to do nothing to you if you tearing, each other up. So that's exactly what it reminds me of. I still say that we are in the beginning of an aggressive eugenics program. I feel very concerned about all of this. I have to agree with you. I'm very concerned. It's scary as hell, that movie. Just the trailer is a nightmare. Nightmarish. Yeah, but you remember when he was supposed to put the whole thing out and he didn't get a chance to put it out, Derek? You remember he was supposed to put it out and then they took him out. It's terrible. It was terrible, really, really terrible. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to come back in and give this a title because I don't know how to do it from the other way. But I guess I'll have to put a title and all that good stuff on it in a minute. But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and upload the video, and it's like 5 or 10 minutes, maybe a little more, a little less. Um, of him just listening to what the judge has to say. But his disposition is creepy. I want you guys to watch his eyes, how his eyes go down, how his head nods and turns. He's like, it reminds me of Papa Long Kid. He used to be in Shalimar. His name was Jeffrey. I forgot the last name. Anyway, he used to do the robot. And he was really good at that robot. But this dude moves his head just like a robot, just like a robot. So you guys tune in. I'm gonna upload it and just watch it. Tell me what you think. All right. Okay. I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna take my finger and do whatever it's supposed to do to get us out of here. Every single time I go vertical, for those of you who know, you know, I always do that. I'm always trying to figure out how to get out of here, and I don't know why. All right, y'all. Deuces.